So this second part to mum guilt is sort of with regards to the fear of missing out. And there's two sides to that. There's the fear of missing out for the mum themselves, and there's the guilt surrounding the fear of the child missing out and all of those things that they're not doing or going to because of their mum's emetophobia. So let me start with the first part of that. As a mum, if you're experiencing this incredible fear around illness and anybody that might sort of present with any kind of symptom to do with being ill, then of course you start to want to avoid any situation that could surprise you, that could come about, that is going to involve somebody being poorly, whether you're sort of seeing it or whether you're worried that you might pick something up. So sort of aside to that, you might sort of say no to invitations, for example, or making excuses. Your son or daughter gets invited to a party, you're like, oh no, we can't make that weekend, we're doing something, I'm really sorry, he or she would love to come, but we can't. Maybe you ordinarily would be happy with play dates, but you just think, absolutely not, I just can't run the risk of having a child in my house who could be poorly, who could be running around, they could have tea, and the next thing, I'm having to deal with a situation where they're feeling poorly. Or your child gets an invitation to go to a play date and you just think, no, I'm just going to have to make an excuse, they can't go. So as well as things like that, it might extend itself to you sort of choosing not to attend sort of clubs, and sort of not signing your child up for certain things, thinking, well, I don't want them to go swimming because they could obviously swallow loads of water in a lesson, and then obviously they could be poorly, or another child might, and it's really hot in swimming pools, and that can make kids sort of feel poorly, and you don't want them to join these teams because then there'll be fixtures, and there's lots of people, then there's all of these things sort of go around in your head, and you start to sort of withdraw and pull away, and you're missing out. Of course, you're missing out on those things. You're missing out on seeing your child take part in those things, do those things, enjoy those hobbies. So that's one aspect. And then of course you've got the guilt surrounding your child missing out on doing all of those things. You feel bad that you're not hosting the play dates, that you're not saying yes to the parties, that you're not doing all of these things, maybe at the weekends or in the half terms, you're not meeting up with other sort of families for fear of the extended exposure to bugs, and therefore the possibility of sort of coming across somebody or something to do with your phobia. So in sort of withdrawing and sort of adopting these behaviours, as I say, it just fuels this incredible guilt, thinking, I should be able to do this, I should be doing this, but I just can't. So that's another way that the mum guilt can really kind of get to women that experience emetophobia that have got children. So if any of this sounds familiar to you, and you would absolutely love to be rid of this phobia, it really is possible. And if you just click subscribe, get in touch, drop me a message, the link is in my bio, and I look forward to speaking with you.